Sorry, man. I've had problems today. Been having a lot of I have some technical difficulties. I don't know what the hell was going on. Really didn't know what was going on, man. Really did not know what was going on. What's popping? It's your boy Zillion there. I was having some problems today. I couldn't get the stream. I couldn't get the stream going for some reason. I could not get the stream going. I'm finally here. Sorry about that, y'all. Um, I don't know what was going on with the stream. I could not get it to stream for some reason. It would not freaking stream. Um, I could not get the stream to get up for some reason. I don't know why. Um, but we finally here, and uh, I did not know what was going on. I didn't. I had no clue. I'm trying to figure out how to get the stream going. The stream would not come up. It just would not come up. Would not play. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out. Then I jumped on the wrong. Then I jumped on the wrong. Then I jumped on the wrong screen. I was just like, man, this is just not a good day. So let me play some music real quick before I get started. Let me see if I can play some music and
Zillionaire entertainment, baby. Zillionaire entertainment, baby.
what's popping? It's your boy Zillionaire. Welcome to the show, man. I don't know. I was having some technical difficulties. I couldn't get the live to come up for some reason. We finally got it up, but I'm gonna be short and sweet. I'm not gonna be long tonight. Not gonna be long tonight. Gonna be short and sweet. Um, Basically get to the point. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Sorry about all that. I know people probably done left the live. People probably done left the show. So I'm gonna be short, sweet, and get about your way. I see Super Soda and Christopher, y'all still here. And I guess everybody got tired of waiting for the live to go. Miss Kells, I think she's in there in here. A lot of other people were here, but I guess they left. But I'm gonna be short and sweet. Um, I think I got too much on my plate right now, and I think I'm gonna take a little break from you. I'm gonna have to take a break from something because I just got too much going on. But I want to get into this topic because you see all the murders and deaths and shootings and killings among black men, and nobody talks about this. Nobody Nobody addresses this situation. Uh, Matter of fact, nobody really cares about this situation. And we talk about Black Lives Matter. I see people coming back into the live. What's up, Lizzie? What's up, Christopher? What's up, Pookie Love? What's up? Um, what's up, y'all? I was having some technical difficulties, but Super Soda said that was the devil trying to intercept your message for us. Yeah, I was having some technical problems. I didn't know what it was. But this is a topic that a lot of people don't really care about. And my problem with Black Lives Matter is there's so much murder and death among black people. So many black people killing each other that um, they only talk about one side. They only talk about the police. That's it. But the biggest killer of black men are other black men. The biggest killer of black men are other black men. And they only march for when a cop kills us every once in a while. I don't understand that. That's something I don't understand. I don't get that. I don't get that. It's like how do you just march for that? How do you just march for when a white cop kills us? When niggas is killing each other every day? That's what I don't understand. I don't get that. So that's my issue with them, especially with Black Lives Matter. I just think it's full of shit, and I just think it's full of trash. I really do. I don't trust Black Lives Matter. After what I'm seeing with Black Lives Matter, I don't trust them. I don't trust that organization. I don't. I don't trust them at all. How do you just talk about one thing? Now you see that these rappers are shooting and killing each other. More rappers are going to prison, but it's not just the rappers anyway. It's not just them. It's also people who black brothers that's not famous. And besides the famous brothers that's out here shooting and killing and still gangbanging, you got brothers who's not famous. You got brothers that kill each other all the time. They don't address the gang violence. So y'all just focus on when white people kill us, and y'all ignore all the gang violence. This dude right here, YFN Lucci, this was gang activity. Majority of black men kill each other because of gang activity. It's a lot of gang activity going on, but they won't talk about the gang activity. That's what I'm not understanding. Like, how do you not address the gang activity? How do you not? How do you not talk about all this gang activity? And yes, Super Soda, you're absolutely right. Why is the black life only important when a white cop kills us? Exactly. So you send a message. So this is the message you're sending. It's okay for black people to kill each other. It's okay for black people to take each other out, but it's not okay for the white people to do it. That's the message. The message is it's okay. It's okay. It's okay for black men and women to kill each other, but it's not okay for the white man to do it. That's why I have a problem. That's why I have a problem, man. That's why I have a problem, and that's what I'm not understanding. I don't understand that. Now I'm gonna be talking about Black Lives Matter a lot. I'm gonna be talking about Black Lives Matter a lot because Black Lives Matter, that movement doesn't make any damn sense to me. That movement is the stupidest movement. Black Lives Matter is the stupidest movement out. And I'm gonna talk about that more next week. But I just wanted to do a quick live tonight. But this is the stupidest movement I ever heard in my life, Black Lives Matter. It's just stupid. It doesn't make sense. I'm sitting there watching how they move. I'm watching all the stuff they're doing. I'm watching how they only talk about one thing. So I'm starting to think of like, okay, Black Lives Matter. Who is really behind this stuff? Who's really behind Black Lives Matter? Who's behind one of the dumbest organizations on the planet? One of the dumbest movements on the planet. Black lives only matter when white people kill us. Like that. That's it. That's the only time it matters. It's the stupidest movement I've ever heard of. Like it doesn't make any sense at all. I'm gonna be calling them out, and I'm gonna be talking about them a lot. You're going to continue to see the murders and deaths of black. You're going to continue to see the murders and deaths of black men over and over again to the hands of gang violence, and they refuse. Nobody's addressing the gang violence among black men. Nobody's addressing the gang violence. But see, this is what they want. This is why they don't address it. Because whoever's behind the Black Lives Movement and pushing that agenda, they don't want you to focus on the real issue of how many black men are killing each other. They don't want to talk about that because black men kill each other more than cops do. Black men kill each other more than cops. But how come they don't address that issue? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. You can't make me understand something stupid as dumb as hell as Black Lives Matter. And I'm gonna actually have a title next week. I'm gonna have a title that says Black Lives Matter, the stupidest movement on the planet. It's just dumb. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. That water went down the wrong pipe. It's just dumb as hell. Just stupid as hell. You can't make me sit here that's why I never scream Black Lives Matter. I may use a hashtag or this or that. I never scream it because it doesn't make any damn sense. It just doesn't. They screaming equality when it's more racist things going among. It's more racist things going among black people. Black people are racist against each other. Some people, it says they just want to keep the divide. You got a good. That's a good point, Lizzie. Black people are racist against each other, man. Black people don't like it. Black people are racist against each other. Like how come they don't want to talk about that? How come that doesn't matter? Black people are racist against each other. Racist against each other. Yes. And the killing just keeps going and just keeps going and keeps going. And as soon as a cop kills us, every once in a while, they yelling and screaming Black Lives Matter. And black men are killing each other every day. I don't get it. Black men are killing each other every day. And you only march and put up your Black Lives Matter signs, and you only march. That's the only time y'all have march when black brothers is killing each other every day. That's why it got to be somebody behind that. It has to be. It has to be somebody behind that Black Lives Matter because the Black Lives Matter agenda is stupid as hell. How black lives only matter when white people kill us. Black lives only matter when a white cop kills us. That's it. Black lives don't matter when black brothers is killing each other, and that's the biggest issue. That's just like, and I like using this analogy. That's like going to the doctor. You have a broken leg, and you have a bad heart. What are you gonna get surgery on first? Hmm? If you go to the doctor and you have a bad heart and a broken leg, what are you gonna get fixed first? What can you die from first? You're gonna need a heart. You're gonna need a new heart first before you get your broken leg fixed. You're gonna need a new heart before you get your leg fixed. But for some reason in the black community, they ignore the bad heart and they focus on the broken leg. They ignore the bad heart and focus on the broken leg. This is how stupid the black community is. This is how dumb it is. It doesn't make any sense. How you not going to focus on the worst problem? How you not going to focus on the biggest issue? How do you ignore the biggest issue and focus on the smaller problem? I'm not saying don't speak out when I'm not saying don't speak out when cops shooting killers. What I'm saying is, if you're talking about racial injustice, you got to talk about the injustices among black men. If you're going to talk about racial equality, you got to talk about all the murders and deaths among black men and the gang violence. You have to talk about both. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to talk about both. You can't just talk about one side. But for some reason in the black community, we only talk about one side. It's okay for niggas to do it, but it's not okay for the white men to do it. And they put it in your music, and as you listen to this music that's out now, as you listen to the music that's out now, that's all they talk about is killing each other. This is why these rappers kill each other. This is why these rappers is always bragging about shooting. Because this is all they do is shoot and kill each other. That's all they do. You listen to this dumbass rap music. All they do is talk about shooting and killing each other. That's all they talk about. That's all they talk about. And they sit around, they brag about shooting and killing each other. They brag about it. How come nobody speaks out about these rappers bragging about eliminating each other? How come nobody speaks out about that? How come nobody talks about that? Like, what's going on with this music? They listen to this music day and night about killing each other. That stuff gets into your mind. That stuff gets into your soul. That stuff gets into your spirit. That's why you got to be careful what you feed your mind and what you feed your spirit and what you feed your soul. You have to be careful about what you're listening to, because that stuff can get into your subconscious mind. If you don't know what your subconscious mind is, you're just a dummy. Subconscious mind is a place where things are stored that you don't know that's there. That's in the back of your mind, not in the forefront of your mind. Your subconscious mind is in the back of your mind, and a lot of things it could get contaminated from what you put into your spirit and what you put into your ear, and that stuff is just sitting there festering, and you start to act out what you're feeding yourself. That's why the Bible says if you walk after the spirit, you'll fulfill the things of the spirit. But if you walk after the flesh, you will fulfill the lust of the flesh. In other words, if you're feeding your spirit, your soul, the right things, you're not going to be doing destructive stuff. You're not going to be out here killing and shooting and destroying things. But when you're pumping your ears full of kill, 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 kill a nigga, just like that video I played the other day called Party on my other channel called Party Full of Demons. And the hook is get that nigga, kill that nigga. Get that nigga, kill that. That's the hook in the song. A party full of demons. You can look it up on YouTube. It's the most demonic trap song out. And the hook is get that nigga, shoot that nigga. Kill that. You listening to that all day in your head. That's pumping in your head all day long. Shoot that nigga, kill that. That's like that is the devil talking to you. This lot of this trap music is demonic. It's crazy how rap music has become demonic now. It's a spirit of murder. It's a spirit of death in this trap music, in this rap music. It's a spirit of murder in rap music nowadays. It's a spirit, it's a demonic spirit. That is a demonic spirit. Anytime you have black brothers with a song and the hook is kill that nigga, get that nigga. And it's called Party Full of Demons. Y'all can Google it on YouTube. Party Full of Demons. And his name is Uncle Murder. Uncle Murder. Y'all know who Uncle Murder is. Party Full of Demons. Really? Shoot that nigga, kill that nigga. And then y'all listen to that all day long? I'll kill your nigga. All this kill a nigga song. Y'all might as well put white sheets over your heads. You gangs have become the new Ku Klux Klan. All you gangbangers, y'all are the new Ku Klux Klan. Yes, y'all are. Yes, y'all are. Y'all the new Ku Klux Klan. Because gangs were created to protect the community and protect black men from police brutality. Gangs were created to protect their family and the community from racist cops, from police brutality and racial injustice. That's why gangs were created. Gangs were not created to shoot and kill each other. That's not why gangs were created. This is how stupid this generation is. They're dumb as hell. Wow, Lizzie, I didn't know that in the summer they talk about demon time. Wow. Then you know what that means when they say demon time? That means they're gonna just be out here killing. And we have come to a culture whereas we glorify the murder and death of each other. That's the stupid. Do you hear how stupid? Do you hear how dumb this has become? We live in a culture now where black people glorify the murder and death of each other in their music. I never thought we'd come to this. I never thought we'd come to this. I never thought I'd see the day where rap music or hip hop music would turn into the glorification of murdering and killing each other. It went from having lyrical skill and lyrical talent and talking about your struggle, talking about what you go through in the hood, talking about what you did to survive, talked about racist cops like Tupac and a lot of other rappers. They talk and like NWA and Tupac and all them. They talked about crooked cops and dirty cops. They used to talk about that in rap music. I'm road. What's that song? Trying to catch me riding dirty. Talking about how the cops try to catch them riding dirty. Talk about how they get pulled over by the cops trying to catch them riding dirty by Chameleon. I don't know what happened to him, but I liked that song, trying to catch me riding dirty. The lyrics to that song was real good. He was being followed and stalked by the police. They used to talk about the police back in earlier rap music, hip hop. This is why I don't really listen to a lot of this trash. I don't listen to it. There's very few rappers I listen to. Very few new rappers I'm talking about. Very few newer ones that I listen to. Those that actually talk about something. Those are actually you got a few brothers that do rap music or trap music, and they actually are talking about their life. They're talking about their struggle. But the majority of this rap music out now, they're talking about murder, death. They glorify killing each other. So if y'all never heard the song "Party Full of Demons," y'all need to go check that out. Y'all need to go watch how demonic that song is. When I saw the video, my jaw dropped because I'm like, yo, this is so demonic. Party full of demons, get that nigga, kill that nigga. So you feed your spirit all day long. All the music you listen to is about killing another black man, and you think you're not going to, you think you're not going to act out that stuff that's in your subconscious mind. You think you're not going to act out the stuff that you're feeding your spirit. That same stuff you feed your spirit is what you're going to act out. That's exactly what you're going to act out. If you're listening about killing niggas all day long, you're going to end up doing it. Hello, somebody. Like, come on. If you keep listening to this garbage rap music, these niggas going to keep killing each other because that's all they listen to. That's all they listen to is murder and death. That's all they listen to music. They listen to demonic rap music that glorify the murder and death of each other. How demonic can you get when you glorify murder and death? How wicked is that? How wicked has the music become? How demonic has the music become when it glorifies the murder and death of each other? It just doesn't get more wicked and evil than that. But nobody's talking about how these black rappers are glorifying the murder and death of each other. Nobody talks about this stuff because nobody gives a shit. So don't sit here. I don't want to hear nothing about Black Lives Matter and the white man. That's why I said don't give me this dumbass excuse. I don't want to hear this shit. Get out my face with that dumbass excuse about the white man. I don't want to hear it. Don't get out my face. I don't want to hear it because the biggest killers of each other are black men. The biggest killer, and then they want to keep blaming slavery for this shit. Slavery ain't got nothing to do with this shit. I'm so tired of people blaming slavery. It's slavery. It's slavery. It's slavery. They're gonna be saying it's slavery for the next 2,000 years. I don't want to hear that slavery shit. I don't hear that shit. Y'all keep saying that bull crap. We all know right from wrong. We all know murder is wrong. You don't need to go through slavery. You don't need to go through none of that to understand that murder and killing and death it's wrong to murder. It's wrong to kill. We don't have to. We don't need to go to school for that. We know when we know murder is wrong. Don't they want to blame that? Because as long as y'all can keep blaming slavery, then that means y'all can keep using an excuse to kill each other. As long as y'all can keep using slavery for the next 5,000 years, as long as y'all can keep using that bullshit, then that means y'all never be held accountable for your own actions. If you can always blame somebody, that means you won't take accountability. If I can always have somebody to blame, where do I take my responsibility at? For me pulling the trigger and killing somebody. So y'all black folk can get the hell out of my face talking about it's Willie Lynch. It's Willie Lynch. Y'all be saying that forever. It's the white man's fault. Everything's the white man's fault, not ours. No, it's no personal responsibility in the black community. Accountability doesn't exist in the black community. All we have is excuses. For everything we do, there's an excuse. Everything. If you're a bad mother, excuse. She got a mental problem. If a nigga's shooting and killing, it's Willie Lynch. I mean, it's always an excuse. For everything we do, there's an excuse. I have a problem with that. It's the white man's fault. They're gonna be saying that forever. Like that's always gonna be excuse. It's the white man's fault for what I did. If I go out here and shoot and kill somebody right now, it's not the white man's fault. It's my fucking fault. I chose to go out here and kill somebody. That was my choice. You know, white man, I go kill somebody. I say, well, the white man, the Willie Lynch letter. I'm from Philly. I'm from the streets of Philly. We didn't go around killing people for absolutely no reason. I didn't do that shit. We didn't do that. I'm from Philly, and we didn't do that. We protected our territory when we needed to. We protected ourselves when we needed to. We didn't just go out here and glorify killing each other. That wasn't the purpose. We did what we had to do to survive, whether wrong or right. But we didn't go out here just shooting and killing everybody. We didn't do that. Me and my crew, we were smarter than that. And I come from a much smarter generation of, you could tell from the rappers, Nas, Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie, these were more smarter rappers. These guys were intelligent. Wu-Tang Clan, Mobb Deep, these were intelligent rappers. These was smart dudes from the streets. Is what I grew up listening, especially the music. They talked about something. It wasn't glorifying of murder. This generation don't talk about shit. And we sit around and people get mad at my channel because I call out the men and women in our generation that are on some they're on some demonic stuff. It's just no way to put it. It's demonic. And when you glorify murder and death of your own people, it's demonic. It's just demonic. When you're glorifying murder, it's demonic. That comes from the devil himself. Nowhere else. That stuff don't come from God. So they have the nerve to attack me on my channel because I call out the women, I call out the black women, and I call out the black men. They get mad at me and argue and fight in my channel because of what I'm calling out and what I'm seeing and what I'm addressing. Because nobody else is doing it. Nobody's talking about this stuff, man. Stuff is disgusting. This stuff is disgusting. But they want to continue to glorify the murder and death. These gangbangers think it's cool to kill each other. And these idiots join gangs and don't even understand the purpose of why gangs were created. This is how stupid this generation is. This is how stupid it is. They don't even know why gangs were created. Just dumb as hell. Just dumb as hell. Gangs weren't created for black people to kill other black people. You stupid ass idiots. You dumbass idiots. Gangs were not created for y'all to kill each other, you dumbass. Gangs were created back in the 60s, 70s to protect each other from police brutality and to protect the community from racist cops. That's why gangs were created. You had this gang on this side, that gang on that side of town. They protected different sides of town. They had different names. Gangs were created to protect the community. They went to war with the police. That's why gangs were created, to go to war against crooked cops. You stupid idiots. You dumbasses. Y'all join gangs to kill a nigga. uh, y'all join gangs to kill a nigga. That's why y'all join gangs, because y'all just want to see how it feel to kill. Y'all want to be cool with everybody else. Y'all want to get a tatted tear on your face. You want to get a tatted tear because, see, I killed the nigga. See, they brag about killing each other. They brag about it and then want to say the white man's the problem. The white man is really the problem, right? Really. The Willie Lynch letter. Really. The white man's fault, right? Right. It's the white man's fault. They kill me with that bullshit. Y'all niggas think it's cool to kill. A lot of y'all cowards, man. A lot of y'all cowards joining gang. You don't know what the purpose of it was. So now this is the modern day gangbang. Modern day gangbangers might as well go ahead and put on a Ku Klux Klan sheet. They might as well put a Ku Klux Klan sheet on their head. Because nowadays, gangs are now the new Ku Klux Klan. I'm gonna get more next week. I'm gonna get in more detail. I'm gonna go a little deeper next week. Right now, I'm just introducing this new series I'm gonna talk about because nobody's talking about it. These gangbangers are the new Ku Klux Klan, and they don't even realize it. You dumbasses, y'all the new Ku Klux Klan. You brag about killing a nigga. You brag about it, just like a racist man would do. What do racist people do? They brag about what? Killing niggers. I'll kill you, nigger. Just like a white. Ain't that what white men people do? They like killing niggers. And that's the same thing these niggas do. They like killing each other. They brag about it, just like a racist white man would. They talk about it, killing each other, just like racist white men do. So what is the difference? If racist white men brag about killing y'all and want to kill y'all, and then you listen to rap music, they brag about killing each other. What is the difference between these gangbangers and racist white men and the Ku Klux Klan? What is the difference between these gangbangers and the Ku Klux Klan when they both brag about killing niggas? what is the difference? Hello, somebody. What is the difference between these rappers bragging about killing a nigga and a racist man bragging about killing a nigga? What's the difference? What's the difference from the Ku Klux Klan wearing a sheet over their head talking about killing niggas, the niggas with a hood over their head talking about killing niggas? What is the difference? Somebody please tell me. There is none. They're exactly the same. They're exactly the same. Exactly the same. But it's the Willie Lynch letter and it's slavery's fault, though. Everything we do is slavery's fault. Everything we do is slavery. It's same old excuse. And what kills me is if y'all claim it's slavery and y'all claim y'all know what the problem is, how come y'all still won't stop? If you claim you know the problem, you claim it's slavery. Then if you claim you have the answer, it's slavery. If that's the answer, how come you keep doing it? If you claim you know it's slavery. No, slavery is an excuse for Negroes to keep doing what they do. I'm gonna say this again. Slavery is an excuse. It's the new get out of being held accountable card. I'm gonna say this again. Slavery is the new get out of being held responsible card. Get out of being held accountable card. I'll use slavery because then I don't have to be held accountable for my own actions. That's my get out of being accountable card. Let me use my get out of being accountable card. Let me use slavery. That I ain't got nobody else to blame for my actions. Hmm? When I grew up in Philly, it was a group of niggas that just like kill. They like to shoot and kill, and we knew who they were. In our neighborhood, or in our, where we hung out at, or whatever clubs we went to, whatever side of town we went to, we knew the niggas that just liked to shoot. It was always a group of niggas in the hood that just liked to shoot and kill. That's what they did. We weren't like that. We fought when we had to, and we protected ourselves when we had to. But we stayed away from them type of niggas. Some niggas just like to shoot and kill. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. Just like it's some white people that like to be serial killers. That's just what they like to do. Let's just call it. We don't like to call a spade a spade. Certain people just like to murder and kill. That's what they do. That's what they like to do. Yeah, you can't blame nobody for that. That's what they chose. That's the path they chose. Just like you got white men who choose to be serial killers. They choose it. That's what they choose to do. Go around killing people. That's what they wanted to do. I just did it because that's what I wanted. That's what I liked it to do. I chose to be evil. But we don't want to say that in the black community. That some of these niggas just like killing. Some of these niggas just choose to be evil. Hello, somebody. A lot of these niggas just choose to be evil. We don't want to just call it like it is. So we're going to keep using the slavery card. Get out of being accountability card. Get out of personal responsibility card. And I'll use the slavery card. Yeah, black people have an excuse and a card for everything. They swipe that card so fast. They always swiping that card. Let me see how I cannot be accountable for this. Let me see how I cannot be accountable for that. Let me see how I can make up an excuse for this. Let me see what excuse I can use for that. We always got excuses. It's always an excuse. Always an excuse. Use the black card. They always got a card to use. For every situation they don't want to be held responsible for, they have a card. They always got a card for that. That's a good one, Super Soda. If the white man would have gave me 40 acres in the land, if the white man would have given 40 acres in the land, they still have been shooting and killing. They still be shooting and killing. They go try to, guess what? They go try to take somebody else's 40 acres of land. If they got theirs, they go around trying to shoot and kill and take other people's stuff. But this is a fact. This is the truth, man. This stuff we don't want to talk about. We want to sit here and clap for these rappers. We want to sit here and glorify this disgusting behavior in the black community. Black Lives Matter. They're the stupidest organization on the planet. I have come to realize they're the dumbest organization that's out. This is the most stupidest organization on the planet. It just doesn't make any sense. They send out the most horrible message. Black lives only matter when white people kill us. That's the only time it matters. I will never be a part of no organization that has that message. Black lives matter. Only when a cop kills us every once in a while. And let me tell you something. Some instances, it's not the cop's fault. See, this is another thing people don't want to hear. This is another stuff people don't hear. A lot of cases, yes, a lot of black men have been murdered by police. Then sometimes the Negro pulled out a gun, started shooting at the cops, and they killed him. Some of these Negroes were shooting at the cops. Let's just tell it like it is. All these cops aren't wrong. All these cops aren't bad. And I'm not going to send out that message that all cops are bad. No, they're not. That is a lie. Some of these cops do put their lives on the line every day. Let's just tell it like it is. Some of these Negroes, they deserve to get shot. They don't want to say that though. Yes, like I said, you got to look at both sides. Yes, there is racial. Yes, it is. It is some racial tension. There's some racial stuff going on. Yes, it is. We know this. But on the other hand, I've watched a lot of videos where Negroes were shooting at police and they got killed. When Negroes was trying to grab the police's gun. When Negroes was bucking at the cops I've seen a lot of videos like that, and the cop had to kill the nigga. Let's just tell the truth. Every one of these niggas don't. Every cop that kill a nigga ain't wrong. Y'all don't want to tell the truth. Every cop that kill a nigga ain't wrong. Some of them are wrong. Yes. Some of these cops are dead. Some of these cops are racist as hell. Yes. But on the other hand, some of these Negroes, they got shot because they deserve to get shot. They don't want to admit that. Every nigga that gets shot by police, these cops ain't always wrong. So we should take it case by case. Because I see a lot of instances, as soon as this nigga get killed, they going off. I'm like, hold on, what did the nigga? Hold on, let's wait and find out what happened before we start marching. I seen one dude. He started hitting the police with his car. He rammed the police with his car and he started shooting at the police. They killed him, and everybody in the neighborhood went off. Everybody in the neighborhood. I'm like, hold on, this nigga rammed his car into the police, shot at the police, and they killed this nigga. And y'all talking about racism. That was not racism. That was a wild nigga out of control that needed to get put down like a wild animal. Some of these Negroes need to get put down like a wild animal. Y'all don't want to admit that. And I understand the racial injustice, but I'm just trying to be fair here. You got to look at both sides. Yes, there's racism, and yes, there's some wild, out of control niggas. Let's just look at both sides. I'm not going to be one-sided. See, a lot of black people just want you to just be on the black people's side because they black. So you're just supposed to defend it even if it's wrong. No. You got to look at both sides to it. They are racist cops. They're good cops. It's good niggas. It's some bad niggas that need to get put down. You got to look at both sides of it. Period. And we understand the racial injustice. Now, if you're going to talk about the racial injustice, you have to talk about the racism in our own community. We only talk about one side of racism. There's another racism going on among black men and gang violence. There's another form of racism. There's different forms of racism. And they don't even realize it. They only look at it as just one form of racism. It's the white man. No, it's not. It's different forms of racism. Anytime you glorify the murder of your own people, that's racist. This rap music is racist. Hello, somebody. They know I'm telling the truth. This rap music is racist as hell. You talk about killing a nigga. This rap music is racist. What are you talking about? Thank you, Super Soda. It's not always about black or white. It's about what's right. Thank you, Super Soda. And that's all I'm saying. You got to look at both sides of the spectrum. You can't get on here and be one-sided. And yes, black people get treated differently. We know this. Yeah, we do. We know we get treated differently. Of course we do. Of course we do. But look how we treat each other also. Hello, somebody. Look how black people treat each other. We'd rather kill each other than defend each other. No, white man. No, Mr. White Man, you can't kill us, but we can, Mr. White Man. Mr. White Man, Mr. White Man, we could kill each other, Mr. White Man, but you can't do it, Mr. White Man. No, Mr. White Man, you can't kill us. Nope. And the sad part about this video is because this video is not ignorant and this video is not violent, this video won't get that many views. But guess what? On this video, I don't care about certain videos. I don't care about the views. I really don't. Because I know it get views and I know it don't. Videos and topics like this don't get any views. Nobody gives a shit. Black people don't care about each other and black people don't care about this topic. But if it's something ignorant and violent and thought culture and fighting and violence, every black person will be here at attention. But when you have a serious message, they don't care. And this is how you know black people are just, a lot of them are horrible. The majority of our society and people, period, are just horrible. They're just horrible people, just bad people, and we don't want to accept that. There's a lot of bad people in our culture. We don't want to say that. We don't want to admit that though. There's a lot of bad people in our culture. There's a lot of bad. Yes, there's a lot of bad people in the world. Yes, but what I'm just saying is, black people don't want to admit there's a lot of bad seeds in our culture. I mean, even in biblical times, God killed some of the Israelites. I'm, I'm gonna say, hold on, I'm gonna say something. A lot of y'all don't read the Bible. Even in the Old Testament, God had to kill some of the Israelites because they were bad seeds among the Hebrew Israelites. I'm gonna say this again. If you study the Old Testament, there were some bad seeds among the Israelites, and God had to kill a lot of them. God had to kill some of his own people because they turned bad. They turned evil. So God had to get rid of them. If you read in the book of Kings, when God raised up a king, when he turned evil, God had to kill him and get rid of him. Y'all don't want to hear this. God had to kill some of his own people because they've turned evil. They come on my channel talking about black people. There's some evil black folk. Period. It's some evil, wicked black folk, and I don't be around them. Don't sit there and tell me because they're black. That don't mean shit. What type of black person are they? Hello, somebody. So God had to eliminate. He had to get rid of a certain group of people out of the Hebrew Israelite because they were messing up the will of God. He had to kill some of his own people. He had to get them out of there because they were contaminating the entire Hebrew Israelite camp. And they could not move forward with these evil Hebrew Israelites in the middle of them. So God had to kill some of his own people. How come we don't want to admit there's a lot of evil people in the black community? There's a lot of evil people in the black community. How come we don't want to admit that? All black people are good. No, they're not. How come we don't want to admit that stuff? There's some evil folk in our culture. Some evil black folk. There's some black folk I bet some of y'all won't even go around. They so evil. I bet there's some black folk probably in your family that's evil and you won't go around them. I know not all your family, but you got a side of your family. You be like, yo, there's some evil people. That part of my family, they wicked. You try to stay away from the evil side of your family. You got good people in your family, and then you got the evil people. You got good people in your neighborhood. You got evil people in your neighborhood. How come we don't understand that we have to weed this stuff out? We got to weed out the good and bad in every culture. We got to get rid of it. But y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. Cause he black. Cause she black. Cause they black. Okay, and he black. She black. And what type of black person are they? What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? Cause they black. They kill me with that. Cause she black. He black. What that mean? The hell does they kill me with that shit? He black. And get these evil people away from the good people. So if you read the Old Testament, if you study the Word of God, God destroyed some of his own people so that the good people that he had could go on and prosper. I'm going to say that again. God had to eliminate some of his own people so that the rest of the people can prosper. Black people don't understand. We need to eradicate a certain group of black people, and we need to get away from a certain group of black people. People don't want to hear the truth, but this is a fact. This is a fact. Yeah, but we living in the last days, Dogan family. The Bible says in the last days, the love of many will wax cold. Duggan family. The Bible says the love of many will wax cold. Do we live in a cold-blooded, wicked world? This is why they glorify murder in rap music. This is why rap music has become demonic. This is why the spirit of murder has run rampant in the black community. This is why Negroes brag about killing each other like idiots. This is how stupid they are. They don't even know why gangs were created. Just that stupid. But we live in the last and evil days. It's wicked times we live in. And we got to pay attention to the signs. We got to pay attention to the signs. We got to pay attention to what's going on. We living in some wicked times. Wicked time, wicked. So you got to decipher who is supposed to be in your space and who is not supposed to be in your space. Where's my phone? My phone going on. You have to decipher who's going to be in your space and who's not. So, like I say, let this message rest on whoever this message falls on. Because, like I say, videos like this don't get a lot of views. But this message was for whatever small group of people watch this video. That's what this message is for. But if I was doing a disgusting, ignorant, violent video, everybody would be here. Am I right? Everybody would be in this live. If I was doing a disgusting video about some tragic or violence or something bad happened, everybody would be here. But when you're trying to give your people wisdom and knowledge, guess what? Black people don't want it. When you try to give black folk wisdom and knowledge, they don't want it. When I talk about this stuff, they don't want to hear it. When I talk about getting money in the stock market, they don't want to hear it. If there's anything about bettering yourself as black people, they don't want to hear it. Because they thrive off of murder, death, drama, violence. This is what black people love. This is what black folk love. Let me talk about getting money in the stock market. Nobody wants to hear that. I'll show you how much money I made in the stock market. They don't want to. They don't care because they don't care about making money in the stock market. They don't care about tripling, doubling. They don't care about tripling and doubling their profits. They don't care. A lot of them like living in poverty. They like murdering, shooting, and killing. They love this stuff, man. They thrive off of it. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. Something violent and ignorant and disgusting. That's what they like to do. I don't want to hear no video about me bettering myself. I ain't trying to better myself. I'm looking for the next nigga I'ma rob. I'm looking for the next nigga I'ma shoot. I'm looking for my next baby mama. I'm looking for my next baby daddy. I'm looking to see who I can rob and steal from. That's what I'm looking to do. I don't want to hear nothing about. I don't want to learn nothing. If you notice, the majority of black people don't read shit. Majority of black people don't read shit. They don't read nothing. They don't read. They go off of what the media automatically tells them. Black people like to be programmed. They like being programmed. They don't want to learn nothing. That's the majority of black folk. They don't want to learn nothing. They're programmed to be idiots. They're programmed to be stupid. They programmed to glorify what's dumb as hell. They like being programmed. If they have to read, man, I don't feel like reading that. I know that's why you're stupid as hell. You don't know knowledge is power. And a lot of people try to come on my channel arguing. I'm spitting a fact, but they want to argue their feelings. Black people like being emotional. Black folk like being emotional. If you notice, most black people, when they debate you, they debate off emotion, not wisdom, not knowledge, not intellect. Though that's a foreign language to black folk. Knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, and intellect? What? Nigga, I don't want to hear that shit. I like being stupid and dumb. I like being a dumbass idiot. I like living in poverty. I like being poor. I like not having nothing. I like robbing and stealing. I don't want to better my life. I don't want to learn how to better my life. Just show me some ignorant, violent stuff, nigga. That's all I want to see. Something ignorant and violent. That's all I want to see, nigga. I don't want to hear all that, nigga. And this is the large majority of black folk. And then they always screaming they can't get ahead. How you gonna get ahead? You ain't educating yourself, stupid. How you gonna get ahead if you ain't educating yourself, dumbass? How you gonna get more money in your pocket if all you want to do is work for the white man your entire life? You don't want to work for yourself at some point? At some point, you don't want to build something for yourself. You just, and I see why they said Harriet Tubman said that she couldn't save. Harriet Tubman said she couldn't save all the black. All she couldn't save. She wanted to save all the black people who were slaves, but she said she couldn't because a lot of the black people they were okay with being a slave. Can't help everybody. So Harriet Tubman saved the slaves that she could save. She saved the slaves that she could slave. You said we have a troll. Uh, who's trolling? Who's trolling? I don't see nobody trolling. Who's trolling? I don't see nobody trolling. She said we have a troll. I don't see nobody trolling. I don't see nobody trolling. I don't want to learn that, nigga. I don't want to learn shit, nigga. And let me tell you something. Just watch the videos that get more views than other videos. That's how you know I'm telling the truth. Positive videos don't get any views. Negative videos get the most views. That lets you know the mind state of people. That lets you know the mind state of people. Well, I don't know if they're trolling or not. I don't know if they're trolling. I don't know. So I'm not going to block them until they say something stupid. I'll block them. But I don't know if they're trolling. I don't know if she's trolling. I don't know if she's trolling or that's a typo. But anyway, but if she's trolling and she starts saying something stupid, then that's different. But anyway, I don't want to learn that, or unless I said something that you know how people pop out the bushes when you say something that hit a nerve. Unless they popped out the bushes because I said something that hit a nerve. You know how people be in the bushes watching and listening, and as soon as I say something that gets up under their skin, they pop out the bushes and jump in the comment section. You know the true speaker, the guy that pisses everybody off. You know how they want to jump out the bushes. Oh, he talking about me. If the shoe fit, if the shoe fit, wear it. That's all I got to say. If you don't like what I have to say, don't watch me. But some people, y'all, some people are sitting in the bushes. Um, some people just sit in the bushes and they try to pop in here. But anyway, black people don't want to learn shit. Black people, first of all, they don't research nothing. Black people don't research nothing. Black people don't. Black people will argue. Black people, black people, this is what black folk do. They don't educate themselves, but they'll argue with you with their emotions. They'll argue. They'll argue your emotions. Why did I say the bit rate slower than before? What's going on here? Suggested stream. What is going on with my stream? I hope I'm not. I don't know. But anyway, they argue with their emotions, not with logical. If you notice, like when I talk about black women, if you notice, black women jump on here, as y'all know. Black women always argue with their emotions. They don't argue logically. When I get on here, trolls pop in here, and they don't argue intellectually. They debate you emotionally. They argue emotionally. They debate you emotionally. The majority of black people are emotional. Then why do you think they were so bent on voting for Joe Biden? Why y'all looking to politicians to make your life better? They voted for Joe Biden. Joe Biden threw y'all crumbs. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris threw y'all crumbs. I'm glad I don't depend on the system. I'm thank God I don't depend on the system. Kamala and Joe Biden threw y'all crumbs. But black people are always emotional because of what? Because of the speech and I'm going to be here. And why the hell would I vote for Joe Biden either? when he caused the mass incarceration of black people. Why would I vote for Kamala Harris? She had the highest incarceration rate for black men. Why would I vote for these two people? Because they told us they're going to make a difference. Why am I looking to politicians to change anything? Why? And then they got mad at me because what I said about Trump. I never said I was for Trump. I just said, look what Trump did for black people, for small black businesses. Look what he did with giving people extra $600 a week. He bailed out a lot of businesses. You could get a business loan, all kind of stuff when Trump was in office. He got a lot of black people out of jail. That's all I said. And people got mad at that because I said that about him. I didn't say I was for Trump. I just said, look at what he did. Now you got Kamala Harris and them in office, and they threw y'all crumbs. They threw y'all crumbs. That's what Democrats do. Democrats keep you oppressed. Democrats keep you dependent on the system. Democrats keep you down at a certain point. At least Trump was giving out a lot of money. And you even had a lot of the trap rappers talking about, yeah, I like Trump. Because they were getting a lot of business loans. They was getting a lot of money from Trump. So a lot of black rappers was talking about Trump in their music. A lot of people was like, damn, Trump giving out all this money. A lot of people took advantage of the money that Trump gave out. That's all I said, that he gave out a lot of money and he got black men out of jail. I didn't say I was for him per se. I just said, look at what Trump did. That's all I said. And people tried to bite my head off because of that. I said, damn, I'm just talking about, I don't care if the man is racist. I don't give a shit. I'm just looking at what the man did. Now y'all talking about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They got a little secret agenda. And as soon as they got in office, they threw y'all some crumbs. Now I see a lot of people mad about their stimulus. Now everybody mad about their little stimulus check. Shit, what the fuck you gonna do with $600? What you gonna do with that? Tell me what you're gonna do with $600 after you've been waiting 2 months for a check. I'm glad I don't depend on the system. What are you gonna do with $600? Somebody please tell me. $600 ain't nothing. $600 ain't been nothing since I was a teenager. When I was a teenager. $600 may have been a little something back in the 90s. What is $600 today? That is nothing. That's chump change. That's chump change. $600. But black people are always dependent on the system. Always looking for the government to do something that black people can do themselves. Always looking to the government to do something that black people can do themselves. And this is what I talk about with this Black Lives Matter. All they talk about is what white people are doing. What about with all this shooting and killing among black people? How come y'all don't come together to change something in your community? How come you always run into the white man? Treat us with equality. Why are you begging the white man to treat you with equality? Look how you treat each other. So don't sit here don't sit here. You got to talk about all these issues. Don't sit here and come to me with that. Kamala and Biden, why y'all so happy they're in office? Like things are going to get better. They so damn happy that come on, man. They so happy that Kamala and Joe Biden. Why are black people so? And you even had this one idiot black dude started crying because Joe Biden and Kamala won. You dumbass idiot. You're happy. When has politicians ever made anything different for black people? Until black people understand it ain't going to change unless black people come together, then you understand where it's going to change. Until all the good black folk come together, ain't nothing going to change. So keep looking to the government to change your own community. How come the Asians don't vote? How come the Asians don't even vote? Your vote counts. No, it doesn't. They don't give a shit about your vote. They're going to put in office whoever the hell they want to put in office. Your votes, that's the most important thing you can do. No, it's not. They lie and tell you that voting is the most important thing you could do. That's what they tell y'all. How the hell is voting the most important thing I can do? Somebody please tell me. What the hell is that on my laptop? Oh, I see what that is. How is voting the most important thing you can do? Voting is the most important thing you how? How? $600 ain't shit. Is my point. What is $600? That is nothing. What are you gonna do with that? Get groceries for 2 months? What are you gonna do with $600? Votes don't count. What the fuck if you're a vote? No, it does. The most important thing black people could do is try to come together and build something in your own community. That's the most important thing you can do. The most important thing you could do is black people come together and do something in your own damn community. How about that? How about doing something in your own damn community? Always begging the white man for shit. A lot of black people they like being slaves to the white man. I'm glad I don't depend on no I don't depend on no system. I don't depend on no government. I thank God. I don't need nothing from them. Modern day slaves begging the white man for equality, begging the white man for more money, always begging the white man for something. Massa, can you give us more money? Massa, can you give us a bigger stimulus check? Massa, can you treat us equally? A Massa. And half the time, black people can build economic wealth among themselves. Your vote doesn't count at all. Your vote does. We have a voice. Oh, yes, we have a voice, but what does that mean? A vote is not your voice. If you don't understand that a vote is not your voice, no, voting is not a voice. A voice is getting together with your own people in your own community and making a change in your own community, not begging the white man to help you. You're begging a system that is designed to keep you oppressed. You're begging a system that's designed to keep you oppressed. Thank you, Christopher Cooper. They're going to put in office who they want in office. The system is not designed to get you out of poverty. The system is designed to be against us. The system is designed to keep you down. The system is designed to throw you crumbs to shut your ass up. The system is designed to lie to you to believe they're going to do something that they're never going to do. Um, yes, Black Lives Matter is some bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Step into my world. That's the point I'm making. How does Black lives only matter when white people kill us? That's why I said Black Lives Matter is bullshit. How come they're not talking about all the gang violence? How come they're not talking about all these Negroes killing each other? How come they're not talking about that? More niggas kill each other than anybody. More niggas is racist against each other than anybody. More niggas don't like each other more than anybody. Talk about the white man don't like us. Niggas don't like each other. niggas don't like each other. I'm just no, I don't know what you said. I'm just making a point. I'm speaking I'm not what I said is not targeted to anybody. I'm just speaking in general. I'm just speaking in general that, a vote don't mean shit. That's all I'm saying. Your vote means nothing. It's not black people. How long we've been voting since the voting system has happened, and what has happened in our community? Nothing, because we still keep wanting to beg the white man to help us, and the white man's well, yeah, we'll help y'all, lie to y'all, and people keep believing that the white man's gonna help you. The white man's been lying to y'all forever. Y'all keep begging the white man for equality, begging the white man for money. You beg, 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 when black people could do this shit for themselves. Black people can build wealth and build businesses in their own communities. How come the Mexicans can come here and do it? How come the Asians don't vote? Asians don't even vote. Yeah, I'm making a generalized statement on here. I'm not even talking about nobody's specific comment. I'm speaking in a larger scope here. How come the Asians don't vote and they build economic wealth among their own people? Because Asians understand the government is not for us. Asians understand if you're going to build wealth, you got to build it among your own people. And even the Mexicans have come over here and they have understood it. You have to build wealth among your own people. How come the Asians, how come you don't see the Asians running around talking about their voting? How come you never see the Asians talk about who they need in office over here? How come American Asians never do that? Huh? Hello, somebody. How come you don't see the Arabs running around talking about who they need to vote for? You don't see the Asians do it. You don't see these Arabs doing it. You don't see none of these people doing that. They don't go around talking about who they need in office. You see black people doing that stupid shit. Talk about who need to be in office. They don't give whoever gets in office don't give a crap about you. They don't care. They have their own agendas. You don't see no other. You don't see the Asians, the Arabs. None of them doing that. None of them doing that. Talking about voting and running around with signs and who they voting for and arguing with. You don't see the Asians and the Arabs arguing with people about who to vote for. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Whoever just came in here and said something that don't make any fucking sense. Dog, you bugging. That's all kinds of laws for Latino. I don't know what you're talking about. That didn't apply to nothing I said. I said, why don't the Asians and Arabs? How come they don't worry about voting? How come the Asians and Arab builds generational wealth, and how come they have their own businesses and their own economic power? So I don't know what you're talking about. That ain't somebody made a comment that didn't apply to nothing I'm saying, so I'm gonna ignore that comment. That's why successful black people, right? True, exactly, Lizzie. That's why successful black people move away from the black community. Exactly, exactly. Successful black people usually move around. Either they're gonna move around other successful black people, or they're gonna move in a multicultural neighborhood. So, so I don't like I say I don't know what you're talking about. Don't come in my live making comments that has nothing to do with what I said. I don't know what he's talking about. He's somebody coming in my live trying to disrupt my live, saying shit that don't make sense. I said, why come the Asians and the Arabs don't run around talking about who they vote for? Address what I said. Don't just make a comment. Address what I said. Don't just make a comment. I said, how come Asians? Hello. I said, how come Asians and Arabs don't run around? No, I'm not gonna block him. But if he don't address what I said, I'm gonna block him. I said, how come the Asians and Arabs don't run around screaming about who they vote for? How come they don't care about who gets in office? Because they understand whoever gets in office, it does not matter. It does not matter. The Asians understand I don't care who gets in office. They're not going to stop me from making my money. They're not going to stop us from our business growing. They're not going to stop us. Bruh, address what I said. Address what I said. I said, see, he's not addressing what I said. I said Mexicans have come over here and they learned how to build wealth among their people. So I address what I said and don't try to manipulate the topic. Address what I said. Don't twist what I said. That's not what I said about the Mexicans. I said the Mexicans learned how to build wealth among their people. They have learned how to build businesses and wealth themselves. So address what I said. Don't twist what I said. I don't like, see, when people try to twist what you say, they're trying to manipulate the topic. Address what I said about the Asians and the Arabs. They don't run around. They don't run around crying about voting and fighting and arguing with people online. They don't argue with people about who's in office. They don't give a shit about who's in office because they know whoever's in office doesn't have their best interests. See, the Asians and Arabs already know this. They don't have our best interest. They understand in America, guess what talks? Money. Guess what talks? Money, economic power. Guess what talks in America? Money, economic power. See, the Asians and Arabs understand Economic power is the only thing that matters. Not about who's in office. That don't mean shit. Economic power do. So the Asians build what? Economic power. The Arabs, what do they build? Economic power. What do the black people build? Generational welfare. Generational welfare. That's all black people know. Every other what? What? Economic power is what matters in America. That's why do you think these systems like to keep you down? Why do you think they throw you crumbs? Why do you think they throw people $600? Why do you think they throw hit this and that? Why do you think they throw you these crumbs? Why do you think they want to keep you at a certain level and that's it? They want to keep you dependent. Depend on me for these crumbs. Depend on me for these crumbs. That's why Black Lives Matter is a joke. Black Lives Matter is a joke. Black lives only matter when white people kill us. Depend on us for these crumbs. That's an oppressor. That is an oppressor. Depend on me for these crumbs. And they do it every time. I'm about to block him because he's trolling because I don't know what he's talking about. So yeah, I'm about to block him because I don't know what he's talking about. Yes, he's about to get blocked because he's just saying shit that don't have makes absolutely no sense. So yeah, he keep talking, he's gonna get blocked. Don't worry, he's gonna get blocked because he's just not making sense. They give y'all crumbs. Why do you think they want you to depend on them for crumbs? They don't want you to build nothing with your people. That's where the Asians and Arabs understand. Money talks, economic power talks. Building wealth among their own people is all that matters. I'm about to block this person because they're just saying stupid shit. You're about to be in timeout because you're not going to keep saying dumb shit. You're in timeout. You're in timeout for 5 minutes. You're not just going to keep saying stupid shit. If you're not addressing what I'm saying, you could go. Don't just come in making dumbass comments. I tried to give him a chance, but he keeps saying stupid shit. Yes, thank you, Christopher. He sounds stupid as yes. He's just coming just saying shit. He's not addressing the topic. So I put him in timeout, y'all. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he in timeout right now. He in timeout. If he comes back saying, if he doesn't want to address what I'm saying, I'm gonna block him permanently, and he's gonna have to make another troll channel. So he got to come back with another troll channel because he's not making any damn sense at all. He's just saying shit. That's people. You got to understand when you're speaking the truth, you have people that just want to disrupt what you're saying. He just wants to come in and disrupt what I'm saying. That's all that's what he's trying to do. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to come in and disrupt my message. So he's like a little. You got these little devils and these little demons that come into the live. Right, exactly, Lizzie. Dumb and smart people in there. Right. Yeah, you know he's trolling. And he's a fan. He's a fan that I probably blocked him a few other times. He's a fan, whoever he is. He's a fan. When people do that, they're just a fan, and they want to come and disrupt what you're doing. He's just a fan. He's a fan of my channel. That all. That's why he's here. That's why he's here. I'm talking about the Asians. My purpose of the last thing I was saying was about how Asians and Arabs build economic wealth. They don't care about voting. He comes in and just says crazy shit. He ain't addressed one thing I said. So when people don't address what I said, I know they're just trolling, trying to disrupt what I'm talking about. I already see what he's trying to do. Life is a game of chess. I see what my opponent is trying to do to me. How many of y'all, if you a chess player, you can see what the opposition is trying to do. That's how you play chess. I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to disrupt the message. Who is arguing? What is going on in my comment section? Hold on, hold on. So, let me. What is going on in my comment section? Who is? What are y'all arguing about? See, I don't need arguments in my live. I don't need people arguing. Why are y'all arguing in my? Who else is arguing in my comment section? Like, I don't need arguments. If you're here to argue, you could go. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for people arguing in my comment section. Like, I really don't. So I don't know who's arguing, who y'all arguing with. I don't know who's that arguing, talking about get off my back. I don't know what's going on. Y'all need to cut whatever's going on. Y'all need to stop this. See how my message get good and then stuff starts to get disrupted. See, people know I'm speaking the truth, and my live is trying things. Stuff is trying to disrupt what I'm saying. See, this is how you know you're speaking the truth when things start getting when disruption comes. Disruption comes. See, when I start speaking the truth, all this disruption, and I don't like chaos and argument. Why are y'all arguing? Why are y'all arguing in my comment sections? How somebody block somebody that's not a mod? How? Who blocked who? You can't block nobody. What are you talking about? I don't know what y'all talking about. No, that's not true. Only one blocking people, Christopher. He's blocking people. Christopher, he's a mod. Christopher Cooper, He's the only one that's been blocking stuff. So I don't know what you're talking about. Christopher is the only one blocking someone. Christopher Cooper is a mod and he's blocked people. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You can block somebody, yeah, but I'm talking about you can't. If you can only block a comment, you can only block a comment. You can only listen, y'all. Listen. You can block somebody. Anybody can block somebody, but only my mods can block a comment. I'm gonna say this again. You can block anybody you want to block in any live, but you only my moderators can block the comments. Okay? You can block who I'm gonna say it again. You can block anybody you want to block, but only my moderators can block comments. Anyway, Lord have mercy. I guess y'all not listening to what I'm saying. I guess y'all not listening. You can block who you want to block, but you cannot block a comment if you're not a mod. Do y'all understand that? Only mods can block a comment. Now, I'm going to say that for the last time. Only mods can block a comment. But anyway, let me get back to my message. A lot of y'all, I guess y'all didn't know that. I guess a lot of y'all just didn't know that. Oh, boy. But anyway, see how the disruption comes. I'm got a good message. I'm speaking nothing but the truth, and you got people start trolling, people start arguing. You see how that happens? You see how that goes? You see how that goes, and all confusion tries to come in. I'm having a good live, and then people start arguing, people start trolling, all this stupid stuff starts coming in. But let me get into it again. Let me get into it again. Um, let me block this fag. Let me hide this. Yeah, let me block this fag. Thank you. Uh, um, me get them out of here. Yeah, he's saying this and that. He's running his mouth, but he's watching me. I'm this, I'm that. You're this and I'm that, but he's all right. He's out of here. Had to get him out of here because he was trolling. All right, you see how they do? See how they troll you? I asked them to address what I said, so they get mad and they start cussing. Some people just don't have a life, so he's blocked. He's gonna have to make a new troll channel come back. But anyway, that didn't make any sense. I said address what I said. He comes back cussing. People are sad. People are pitiful. Like people are pitiful. He probably sitting in the shelter. He probably sitting in the shelter. Nigga, go nigga, you probably sitting in the shelter, using the shelter's Wi-Fi. And I understand. Yeah, he gotta find a new troll channel. He gonna have to make a new troll channel. So he's gotta make a new troll channel. So make a new troll channel and come back and come back and start cussing and stuff on your new troll. come back cussing for come back cussing mad for no reason on your new troll channel. All I said was address what I said. He comes back cussing. This is my live show. I run it how I run it. If you don't address what I'm talking about, you can leave. All right. See you later. See you on the next troll channel. It's ridiculous. It's just sad how some people just have absolutely no life. See you on the next troll channel. I don't understand. People just have no life. I asked him nicely, and this is why you can't hardly be nice to people. I asked him nicely. I said, address what I said. I try to give people a chance. I said, address what I'm saying. Don't just comment. Address what I said about the Asians and the Arabs not voting and how they understand economic wealth and economic power is the only thing that matters in the United States. I said, explain that. Economic power is the only thing that matters. Asians and Arabs understand that. I said, address that. He wouldn't address it. He just kept saying stupid shit. The Mexicans, they paid in all this other stuff. And I said, okay, you keep doing it, I'm going to block you. I'm going to put you in timeout. I put him in timeout for a minute. He comes back and starts cussing. Oh my God, just sad. Some people just have a sad life. He probably in the shelter on the shelter Wi-Fi. That nigga using the shelter Wi-Fi. The login. He probably using the church shelter Wi-Fi. Oh, exactly, Super Soda. He acting like an emotional black man. Thank you. Exactly, Super Soda. He acting like an emotional black man, right? He probably on the church's Wi-Fi in the shelter. The login probably says the shelter Wi-Fi. This nigga using the shelter Wi-Fi. Emotional and miserable. Yes. This emotional nigga using the shelter. Now it's time for a little bit of comedy. Now it's time for some comedy. This emotional nigga using the shelter Wi-Fi coming here mad. He mad because he depend on the system for that shelter food. How that shelter food tastes. I know it don't taste too good. Man, he got to eat that shelter food. I know that shelter food ain't hitting too good, is it? See, he got mad when I talked about depending on the system. So you got to depend on the system. You got to live, you got to go stand in that cheese line. You got to go stand in that food line. You better go stand in that line. Get you that shelter food. Roasting time. Time to roast this nigga. Dude, I know that shelter food, dog. I know it's horrible. I know that shelter food is horrible, dog. I know it is. But I see why you sitting in the shelter, using the shelter Wi-Fi, and eating that disgusting shelter food. I get it. I'm using my own Spectrum Wi-Fi, 5G, 5 speed. I use my own Wi-Fi, I got Spectrum cable TV with Cinemax, HBO, with all the channels popping on all my big screen TVs in my house, where I run all this stuff with the lights and the setup of the show and everything else going on with the show. I run the channel, it's my stuff. And I understand you on somebody else's stuff. I get it. That's why you come in my live mad, angry, and miserable because, man, you got to use shelter Wi-Fi and eat shelter food. That's a miserable life, ain't it? No, it's the pandemic. Because of the pandemic is why I'm in the shelter. How come I'm not in the shelter? I'm in the middle of a pandemic too. Man, it's the pandemic. That's why I'm in the shelter. Hey, I'm not in the shelter. I'm in the middle of a pandemic too. Because I'm a businessman. See, I handle my own business. I work for myself. I work for me. I don't depend on the government. That's the difference. I got a lot of other businesses going on. I got other companies. I got music production companies. I got clothing lines going on. I got book selling. I got all kind of stuff going on. I got stock. I got stock options. Huh? I got products I'm selling. I got what 3 monetized YouTube channels. I got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. So I don't depend on the government like you do. That's your only source. That's all you get. That's why you in the shelter, eating shelter food. I want. I wonder what they serve y'all for. They probably eat hard ass in the shelter. He probably eating that hard ass grits. He probably got some hard ass grits and some powdered eggs. He in the shelter eating hard ass grits and powdered eggs. You can't eat. You're not even eating real food in that joint. Damn, that nigga eating powdered eggs. This nigga. I might as well roast somebody before I get off this live. This nigga eating hard ass grits and powdered eggs. What's wrong with this nigga? Coming in my live on the shelter's Wi-Fi, arguing and mad. You bum. You bum. That's your fault. You a bum, sir. Sir, you're a bum. That's your life. You chose to be a bum. You chose to be a bum, sir. Keisha, you come up in here all late. Keisha, come up in here all late. Keisha, you late. I'm roasting right now. You late. You come an hour what? Keisha, you coming here all late. Keisha coming here all late. I've been on here an hour and a half, Keisha. I'm roasting somebody right now. Hold on. I'm not finished my live roast, Keisha. Hold on. I'm roasting this dude on the shelter's Wi-Fi. Coming here want to argue. This nigga's on the shelter's Wi-Fi. I know he got to be out by 5 in the morning looking for a job probably. This nigga on the shelter's Wi-Fi eating hard ass grits and powdered eggs, mad as mad as hell. I'm in my house. I can cook me some blood. I'll cook me some blueberry pancakes, some cheese and egg omelet. You heard me? Beef sausage. I could cook some beautiful. I could cook my look. When I cook, it's better than the Waffle House in my house. I eat good. This nigga. Right. And Super Soda. What is he? I didn't know what it. I wasn't even talking about. I wasn't even Super Soda. I wasn't even talking about no dream children. I wasn't even talking about no dream children. And he came in here and want to talk trash. If y'all coming to the live, y'all late. I'm roasting somebody right now. I've been on here an hour and a half, and right now I'm roasting a troll. I'm roasting a troll, and I'll probably be on here 10 more minutes. But right now I'm roasting a troll, and I'll get back to the topic for maybe another 5-10 minutes. But right now I gotta get this finished getting this roast out. Now this punk ass troll came in my live, right? Listen to what this punk ass troll did. Listen to what this punk ass troll did. This punk ass troll came in my live. He just commented. I told him to address the fact that Asians and Arabs, they don't worry about voting. Asians and Arabs understand that economic power is the only thing that matters in the United States. Economic power is the only thing that matters in the United States. The Asians and Arabs, they get it. I told him to address what I said. He wouldn't address what I said. So I said, until you address what I say, I'm going to put you in timeout because he was just saying crazy shit that didn't make sense. So when I took him out of timeout, he came back cussing and mad and arguing. So I told this bum, I said, I understand he's on the shelter Wi Fi. I know he's on this shelter Wi-Fi. I get it. You're using the shelter Wi-Fi, and you gotta eat them hard ass grits and them powdered eggs. You can't even eat real food right now. I get it. You're a bum. You're a loser. So I'm roasting that bum. What time you gotta be out the shelter in the morning? Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Keisha. They build economic wealth. The Arabs and Asians, they don't care about voting. They don't care about that. They know voting don't mean shit. Until black people understand voting don't mean shit. They don't know that voting don't mean shit. You have to build economic wealth and economic power among you and your people. Period. If you just came into the live, make sure you hit the like and all that good stuff was popping, everybody. So a few people came in. But I'll give you a recap. I'm basically saying Black Lives Matter is a joke. Because black lives only matter when white people kill us. That's the topic. And you see all these rappers and black people, black dudes killing each other. You see all this gang activity. Black Lives Matter never address the tougher issue. Black men kill each other more than anybody. Period. I understand there's racism. We get it. A cop, yes, a cop kills us every once in a while. I get it. I get it. But what about these black men who kill each other more than anybody? Black people kill each other more than anybody. That's my point. How they just only talk about racism and that's it. When we have racism in our own culture. We have racism in our own culture. When black men brag about killing each other in their music, they brag about killing each other in their songs. They might as well put a white sheet over their head and burn a cross. Anytime you glorify the murder and death of your own people, that's all you hear in this rap music, the majority of rap music. I know not all, I shouldn't have to say no. Not all rappers, not all that, some people just stupid. Not all rappers talk about that. For you dumbasses, the majority, I'll speak on the larger scope of a large majority. A large majority of rappers glorify murder and death among their own people. And a lot of them, they go head on and they commit the act. Not only that, you have gang violence among black men that's just at an all-time high. They kill each other every single day. But Black Lives Matter don't march for that. They don't march for that. So the message they send out is black lives only matter when white people kill us. That is the message that Black Lives is sending. That's the lie. That's the message that Black Lives is sending. Black lives only matter when white people kill us. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's the point of the whole lie. I just, Black Lives Matter is just full of shit. That's all I'm saying. They're full of shit. They're full of crap. So I think I got all my points out. So I've been on here, what, an hour and a half? So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my Friday night. And I'm about to go, yeah, uh, I made some Philly cheesesteaks earlier. Them things was good. I cooked the onions up in it, and oh man, I tore that Philly cheesesteak up. And I'm from Philly, so I know how to make a Philly cheesesteak. So I don't know. I'm getting hungry again. and I'm about to do some work in my studio. I'm about to work on some music. No, first I'm gonna eat something, watch a movie, then I'm gonna work on some music. I'm gonna take a little break, eat something, watch a movie, and then I'm work in my studio Friday night. But anyway, I made my point. If y'all late to the live, y'all just gotta rewind the video. Some people will never get it, and let me tell you what culture of people won't get it. Black people. Keisha Matthews, I think that's a simple question. How come we don't have a movement to stop all the black on black crime? How come we only have a movement to stop white crime? We don't have a movement to stop the black crime. Think about that. Black Lives Matter is only about the white people that commit crimes against us. How come we don't have a movement about the crimes that we commit against ourselves? We don't have that movement. There is no movement that talks about the murders and killings and deaths and gang violence against each other. There's no movement out. They don't talk about that. They want to talk about the white man. That's all they want to do is beg the white man for money and beg the white man for equality. That's all they want to do. When the majority of these problems we can fix among ourselves. But black people don't want to fix this problem among themselves. That's why you think they love all this disgusting rap music where these niggas glorify killing each other. Just like the black women, they glorify being whores. The black men glorify killing each other. This is a fact. But you can't get black people to come together unless it's something ignorant and violent. When do you know a group of people to come together against something besides a Black Lives Matter? If it's not about the white man, if it's not about the white man, black people are not going to come together. If it's not about us, if it's about us building in our own communities, you're not going to get black people to come together because black people are so comfortable with begging the white man to make a change in our own environment. Black people are so used to begging the white people for stuff, they don't even want to come together and fix their own problems. They figure if the white man don't fix it, we ain't gonna fix it. Just the majority of black people. They beg the white man for everything. They're still modern day slaves. Black people like being slaves. They don't mind being slaves. They like being enslaved. They like it. They enjoy it. They beg the white man for everything. They always begging. Boss, hey boss, can you please? Hey boss, can you please treat us equally? Hey boss, can you stop killing us, please? Hey boss, can you give me a job? Hey, yes, some boss. Whatever you say, boss. Black people like being slaves. This is a fact. That's a fact. And I also said how gangs were not created for black people. Gangs were not created for niggas to kill each other. Gangs were created to stop to stop crooked cops, racial injustice, and to protect the community from these dirty ass police brutality and these dirty ass cops. That's what that's what gangs were created for. To fight against dirty ass cops. That's what gangs were. Gangs were not created for for black brothers to kill each other. That's not the purpose of gangs. But for somehow, you listen to this rap music, that's what they glorify. So that's to sum up everything I said. What do you mean Stockholm? It's a level of Stockholm syndrome. True. Some black people just choose to be, they choose to be slaves. Just like Harriet Tubman said, she couldn't free everybody. So we got to understand there's a group of black people who will always be slaves. There's a group of black people who will always be slaves to the government. They will always beg the white man for stuff. They're comfortable being a slave. So that's basically what Harriet Tubman was saying. A lot of black people were comfortable being slaves. Of course, because you got a bunch of punk Keisha, you got a bunch of punk ass pastors in the pulpit. Keisha Matthews, do you notice? You got a church on every corner. You have a church on every corner in the hood. How come the community? How come they never reach the community? When I growing up in Philly, there were churches everywhere you turn. There was a church. Everywhere you turn, there was a church. How come the communities are still fucked up? Well, I don't agree with that Willie Lynch shit. Y'all keep saying Willie Lynch. I don't. What do you mean Willie Lynch? I'm gonna say this again. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't. Some of that Willie Lynch shit, I don't agree with. Some of that stuff, I don't really agree with a lot of that Willie Lynch to a certain extent. Willie Lynch to a certain extent. A lot of black people are just fucking lazy. A lot. Let's just call it what it is. A lot of black folk are lazy, and they like government handouts. Let's just call it what it is. I don't really think it's a Willie Lynch thing. Just some black people are just lazy. They like handouts. They like handouts. They're lazy. They like laying on their ass begging. There's just a certain group of them. A lot of churches are cults. You're right, Super Soda. A lot of them are. So how I grew up in the hood with a church on every corner, but the community is still messed up. When Christ said you're supposed to go out to the hedges and byways, you're supposed to go out and you're supposed to bring people into the church. But the church never does anything in the community. You just go to church and put something in the offering plate. That's what we're taught. Go to church and put money in the offering plate. But you got to go back to the murder and death and the violence and the poverty. That's what I didn't understand about church. You go to church, you put money in the pool, you put money in the offering plate, and then you go back to murder, death, violence, and poverty. That's all I went. That's all it was. I'm like, what? What, Yvette? I don't know. Nah, they haven't took no churches down. There's a lot of churches still up. I don't, Yvette. I don't know what you're talking about. They took churches down. There's a lot of churches still up. What are you talking about? You go to my hood, I could pull it up on Google Map. There are churches almost on every other corner. In Philly, there are churches on every other corner in Philly. Churches on every other corner. Every other corner. And the community is still messed up. What do you mean talk about 5G? Why should I talk about 5G? Talk about 5G. Why should I talk about 5G? Why should I talk about 5G? If you give me a reason why, tell me why I should talk about 5G. But in churches, but the community is still messed up. Still got niggas killing each other, and Black Lives Matter won't address it. You still got niggas killing each other, and Black Lives Matter won't address it. That I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Step into the world. So I'm not. I'm not going to say that 5G is not causing the coronavirus. Coronavirus is a man-made disease. Coronavirus is a man-made disease. That's why I call it the pandemic. They created that disease to control the population. It's called population control, and I'm gonna talk about that next Monday. Monday, I'm gonna talk about population control. That's all it's about. They want to keep you with a mask on. They want to put you on a curfew. They want to force you to get a vaccine. This is a pandemic. It's a pandemic we're in. They planned this stuff. You got to understand. They planned it. It's not 5G. They planned this stuff. They want you to believe it's 5G to take you away from the real truth. They want to shift it to 5G. It's not 5G. This is a pandemic. They planned this stuff. Yes, churches is all about money. Yes. That's sad. My city has 1,600 homicides. No one's right. Right, Keisha. Nobody cares about that shit. They don't care about black brothers killing each other. They don't care. So I mean that's not 5G is not causing coronavirus. So anyway, thank you got population control. Step into my world. 5G. Listen to me, baby girl. 5G is radiation, okay? It's not healthy. 5G and coronavirus are two different things, sweetheart. That's all I'm saying. 5G and coronavirus are two separate things. There's a lot of things in our environment that's dangerous. 5G is dangerous, yes. It's radiation. And our bodies don't need that radiation that comes from our phones, the internet, yes. So 5G is dangerous. But what I'm trying to tell you is 5G and coronavirus are two separate entities. That's all I'm saying. Understand, 5G is radiation on the body, radiation on your eyes. All right? I'm a man that researches and studies everything. I don't. Everybody that follow me, y'all know I don't talk out of the side of my head. I never do. I don't talk unless I know what I'm talking about. So understand, 5G is not good. Yes, it's radiation, but coronavirus is something different. But anyway, understand it's two different things. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. People people don't understand this is a pandemic, and I'm gonna talk about that Monday. Okay, but okay, I'm gonna say this because I'm not gonna play word games with anybody. You said that step into my world. You said 5G. You said 5G. Start. You said 5G is coronavirus. I'm gonna go up to your comments. I'm gonna go up to your comments. You said 5G is causing the coronavirus, and I'm telling you, 5G did not cause the coronavirus. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm telling you. 5G. That's what I'm addressing. You said 5G caused the coronavirus. I'm telling you, it didn't. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so let's just let it go. Because I say when a person puts a comment down, I address what you say. I address exactly what you say. I address exactly what a person says. You said 5G is actually causing the virus. That is not true. That's what I addressed. Okay, so we could just leave it at that. I'm telling you 5G is something different from the coronavirus. Your original message, you said that 5G is causing the virus. And I'm telling you it's not. It's two separate things. All right, so we can leave. So let's leave it at that. That's all I'm saying. See, I address what a person actually says. I address what a person actually says. So I address what you said. That's all. But yes, 5G is dangerous. Yes, it's radiation. Yes, but it's not causing the coronavirus. The coronavirus was planned. That's the pandemic. They planned that. They planned what's going on. And I'm going to talk about that Monday on my live show at 9 p.m. I'm going to talk about population control and all that other stuff on my show Monday. My live show Monday, and if you go to my upcoming live shows, Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to talk about population control, the Agenda 21. A lot of y'all don't even know what the Agenda 21 is. I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff. So, yeah. So I'm going to talk about that Monday. I'm going to talk about New World. I'm going to talk about population control, Agenda 21, New World Order, hidden agendas, end times. So that's going to be part one. I'm gonna go deeper with a lot of stuff on next week. Next week I'm gonna go a lot deeper. Population control, Agenda 21, New World Order, end times, hidden agendas, and I'm gonna show y'all how everything that's going on is biblical. I'm gonna show y'all next week everything that's going on right now is biblical. These are the last and evil days. So we're gonna talk about that next week. I'm not going to argue with you. Step into my world, okay? I'm not going to argue with you because I know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to go back and forth about the same side effects and this and that. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to. I'm not. I refuse to go back and forth with somebody if I already know what the truth is. I'm not going to keep. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to keep going back and forth. No, it doesn't have the same side effects. No, it doesn't. And the majority of the side effects with this COVID, they're not even telling you all the side effects. What are you talking about? COVID-19. These are SARS that attack your lungs. They attack your respiratory system. Radiation does something else to your body. Radiation doesn't. Anyway, I see some people just don't know what. COVID-19 affects your whole respiratory system. Radiation is something totally different. Radiation transmit unhealthy. It transmit a lot of unhealthy radioactive stuff into your body. It's two different things. You got one is radioactive. Okay? COVID-19 attacks your respiratory system. That's two different things. So can we just let it go? Study radiation and SARS. The SARS disease attacks your respiratory. Why do you think people die from breathing? They can't breathe. People got to wear a mask. They got to wear that thing on their face when they're in the hospital when they have that. When you have radiation, it's something else that affects your body radioactively. So please, can y'all please study stuff? Because I'm not going to argue emotionally. I'm just going to give you the facts. I'm going to give you the facts. Thank you, Elaine. I'm going to give you the facts. I'm not going to argue, go back and forth, and be emotional. I'll give you the facts, and if you don't want to accept it or study it, that's on you. SARS attacks your respiratory. Radioactive stuff is different. Anyway, oh boy. uh, Step into your world. You're just. The vaccine is not the mark of the beast. Step into my world. Can you study? I think you need to study more. You really need to study and not listen to what the media is telling you. Okay, step into my world. Research for yourself and don't listen to what the media is telling you. Now she says she's unsubscribing. Do y'all see this shit? Do y'all see this? Do y'all see why I'm not? Do y'all see why I do the stuff I'm doing? She says she's unsubscribing, and all I did was tell her the truth. Do y'all see this stuff, y'all? Do you see this shit? Do y'all see how? Do you see this? Do you see this? All I did was tell her the truth. D Rock, do y'all see this stuff? I don't even want y'all to block her. She can leave on her own. All I did was tell her the truth. She said she's unsubscribing. Do y'all see this? Look at her, y'all. Look at her. Look. And she's a black woman. You see how ignorant black women are? I want you to show you how ignorant black women are. You see how black women are? Do y'all see this? If you did your own research, you wouldn't have been saying stuff that's not true. No, it's not. No, it's not, Christopher Cooper. No, it's not. It's two different things, Christopher. Christopher, that's two different things. What are you talking about? COVID is a cover for five. No, it's not. Bro, do you know what radioactivity does and COVID does, bro? COVID attacks your respiratory system. Radiation is something different. Christopher, what are you talking about? Now, Christopher, you don't know what you're talking about now. And I don't care about you being a monthly member and having a wrench. You don't. It's two different stuff. Right? She's very emotional and she's cussing. And you gotta go. You gotta go. You in timeout now. What are you talking about, Christopher? Yeah, she gotta go. She in timeout. I just gave you a fact, Christopher. Go study it. SARS attacks your respiratory system. That's not what radiation does, Christopher. Oh my God, I can't believe this. I can't believe this stuff. I can't believe y'all don't know this stuff. COVID is not a cover for 5G, Christopher. Where did you get that? What? What are you talking about? Radiation is when certain electromagnetic stuff gets attached to your body. That stuff can damage your body. COVID attacks your respiratory system. Radiation doesn't. How are y'all putting the two together? How are you putting one attacks your respiratory system and the other one doesn't? It attacks your body in a different way. Come on, come on, what are you talking about? What did Christopher? Okay, Christopher, if you didn't know, why did you even say that? Thank you, do business. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Thank you, do business. Radiation attacks the brain frequencies. COVID-19 attacks your respiratory system. Do y'all understand this? Please do your research. Please study what radioactive stuff do, what radiation does, and what SARS does. Please study what SARS does and what radiation does. Please. That's so frustrating when people just talk. You have to study. That's why the Bible says, study to show thyself approved. Now you see that ignorant black woman that was in here. Now you see the ignorant chick that was in here. Now, all I told her was the truth, and she started cussing. Somebody, you're out of here. You're blocked from my channel for good for saying that. Bye. You're gone for saying something stupid like that. You're out of here. Go make another troll channel. That is so. It just frustrates me. That's why the Bible says, "Study to show thyself approved." You see how emotional she got, and she want to cuss at everybody because she was wrong. You see how black women do. You see how black women do. She came in here cussing because she was wrong. I just told her she's coming here cussing, running her stupid mouth, running her ignorant mouth because she's ignorant and she don't study anything. This is what ignorant women do. This ignorant chick coming here, she don't study nothing. Radiation and SARS are two different things, and she's trying to correlate and put both of them together because of what she heard on Facebook, because what she heard on YouTube. Not studying for herself, not getting knowledge for herself. The internet tells her what's what. The internet tells her. The internet told her. You didn't study shit. You didn't study nothing. You didn't study a damn thing. Talking about she studied. If you studied, you wouldn't have said nothing stupid like that. You wouldn't put radiation and COVID in the same sentence. It's two different effects. Stupid. Let me block that dumb bitch from my channel. You gone. Make another troll channel, bitch. Says you want to disrespect everybody. You wonder why nobody wants black women. You tell black women the truth, and she starts disrespecting me. Stupid chick. Get out of here. Dumb old chick. See how black women act? Always in their emotions because I told her what was true. And I didn't even disrespect this woman. I didn't even disrespect this woman. She disrespected me. Did y'all see that? She said 5G is causing COVID. I said, no, it's not. SARS and radiation are two different things. And I broke it down to her that SARS attacks the respiratory system. Radioactivity and those electrons, they attack your body in a different way. They attack your brain frequencies. She gets mad and starts cussing at me and everybody in my life. Keisha told me I should give her a wrench. You hear this? Why should I give you a wrench, Keisha? Why should I give you a wrench, Keisha? Yeah, you saw that crap. Yvette, you saw that comment talking about the Bible is a cookbook. As Eve, she said they said that. That's why I just blocked them. I'm not even gonna let that. I'm not even let that talk. Next time, call on. Keisha, didn't you sign up for my? Didn't you sign up? Did you sign up for my OnlyFans? I think you and somebody else signed up for my OnlyFans. I think you did, Keisha. But anyway, Keisha, you signed up for my OnlyFans, didn't you? Yeah, you wanted to. You, I think I had 5 people that signed up for my OnlyFans the other day. Yeah, I think Keisha, you were one of them that signed up for my OnlyFans. So since you signed up for my OnlyFans, I give you a wrench because you did sign up for my OnlyFans. So yeah, that's why I blocked them. I totally got them the hell out of my life saying that stupid shit. What kind of dumb shit is that? They said the dude. That's why I blocked him. He said, "Well, let me go read what he said." He said the Bible. He had the nerve to say the God of the Bible is very dangerous and evil. He loved blood sacrifice. Isaiah says God created evil. This is the stupidest thing I ever heard. First of all, dumbass Donna Jarvis, you dumbass. When God did a blood sacrifice, it was for good. Okay? God did a blood sacrifice to save mankind, just like you would sacrifice yourself for your child, like you would sacrifice yourself for your family. There's good sacrifices and there's evil sacrifices, you dumbass troll. All right, Donna Jarvis, you're blocked from my channel, so make another dumbass troll page. There's good sacrifices and there's evil sacrifices. There's one sacrifice like a mother or a father would sacrifice for their children. That's one type of sacrifice, like a father that would put himself in front of a bullet to protect his children. Like you saw that video about a month ago. A father had 3 kids, and somebody came in a place and started shooting. The father covered his children up, and he got shot. That's a good sacrifice. Then you have an evil sacrifice when you want to do dark, wicked stuff. So there's a good and evil to everything. And don't come in my life talking to me crazy, trying to manipulate me, telling me the Bible is evil. No, it's not. You're wicked, you're evil, and the devil is wicked because the devil always uses the Bible. He's done it in the beginning when it came to Eve. He tricked Eve. He used the Bible to trick Eve. So don't come in here trying to use the Bible because the devil uses the Bible too. Matter of fact, the Bible is the devil's biggest weapon. So don't come in my life trying to manipulate me with the Bible because the devil uses the Bible. When Jesus was tempted, the devil used the Bible when Christ went in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights. The Bible said, and Jesus was tempted of the devil. And the devil tried to use the Bible against Jesus Christ. So don't try that on me. You talking to the wrong dude. Talking to the wrong guy. The devil uses the Bible too. And he twisted, just like you came in my life, twisting the Bible like the devil does. So don't come in here with that. All right? You played yourself. You're talking to the wrong guy. You messing with me. I'm very spiritually in tune. You're talking to the wrong guy. I can't believe they came in there, but Super Soda, you caught that. Come on now. They came in my live with that bull crap. He said the Bible was evil. Only person that saw, I think Super Soda, she saw that comment. I blocked him though. He said the Bible. Don't come in here trying to use that. Exactly, do business. God gives us choices. Exactly. Exactly. Yvette. Yvette. Uh, I'm always gonna be under attack. That comes with the territory. that comes with the territory. I'm not. I'm always ready. You got to understand. A general is always prepared for battle. A general is always prepared for battle. That's y'all don't understand. I'm always ready for warfare. That's a spiritual warfare. Came in here trying to use the Bible. The devil used the Bible too and twisted just like you did. Don't come in here with that. You're blocked. When you say something stupid like that, you're blocked from my channel. You gotta go. Your dumb ass gotta go. But anyway, I'm about to get off of this live show. We talked about a lot of things, and that's good. That's good. We went from talking about how Black Lives Matter only matter when black people, when white people kill us. They refuse to address the gang violence and the murders and deaths of black men. Black men kill each other more than anybody. Nobody addresses it. These gangs have become the new Ku Klux Klan. Period. And I'm gonna talk about that next week in another video. Y'all have a good night. Shout out to everybody that's donated to the channel. Shout out to all y'all that's buy the clothing line. A lot of y'all buy the music. Some of y'all buy the beats, the songs, and stuff like that. Appreciate y'all buying that. Some of y'all even bought my books off Amazon. I appreciate that. And shout out to the new monthly members was popping, and a lot of y'all joined my OnlyFans. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the moderators and everybody that joined live tonight and had a good conversation, intelligent conversation, because we know we deal with facts. We don't argue with our emotions over here. We only do facts. Um, what do you mean we all better be ready after the 20th? Why you say we ought to be ready after the 20th, Pookie? It ain't nothing gonna change. It's gonna be the same shit. We be ready after the 20th. You should be ready right now. Ready after the 20th? You should be ready right now. You talking about ready after the 20th? You shouldn't be ready if you ain't ready now. You ain't it ain't gonna be too late to get ready. Lizzie, well, all right, no problem, Lizzie. Lizzie, I thought you bounced. But anyway, much love. I'm gonna get out of here. Poogie, you talking about be ready after the 20th? You better be ready now. You should have been ready. A matter of fact, what are you talking about after the 20th? But anyway, we're gonna go live. I'll be back next week, y'all. I'll holler at y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, cause God knows I am, and my big black ass is hungry. My big black ass is hungry. I tell you, boy, I'm getting hungry. I got to look. I'm 6'2", what, 250, 255. I might be back down to 250 because I had got up to 255 at one point. But I might be back down to 250, 249, something like that. But I'm hungry. I tell you, I gotta eat. I'm a big black nigga. I'm a big black ass nigga. I gotta eat. My big black ass gotta eat some food. My big black ass gotta eat. I don't know. I had a foot long Philly cheesesteak I made for myself, and that sucker was good. I ate that around what 4 o'clock. I ate that around 4 o'clock, and I'm getting hungry again. But all right, y'all. Good night, man. I'm out of here.